So, good afternoon. We are back again with another upload. I'm getting quite used to doing these uploads, if I'm honest. There will be more uploads coming as well, because obviously the transfer window is going to open very soon, and daily transfer updates will be back. But today we're going to speak about Daniel Ek. He has issued a statement on his social media accounts yesterday. I'm going to go through that very shortly. Make sure you follow all of these across the bottom, especially my Insta. I really want to boost my Insta this year. So get on it. Thank you to everyone who's followed me in the last 2 days or so since I've been pushing it out. Quite a few of you as well. So thank you very much. Lee Gunner 82 on Insta. Obviously, all of them are across there, and all links are in the description as well. But obviously, as we know, Daniel Ek came on the scene probably about, 3 weeks or so ago, just as the Super League came out of nowhere. Everyone was going nuts about it. The clubs very quickly cottoned on to that, pulled out as quick as they possibly could. And it was just a madness. It was like a whirlwind of just drama, really. You know, you couldn't turn anywhere without seeing Super League this, Super League that. Arsenal obviously got Josh Kroenke to come out and speak to the fans and have question time with Kroenke. And then obviously Daniel Ek emerged, the Spotify owner. He emerged and said that he's an Arsenal fan, which if you go through his Twitter account, you can clearly see he is an Arsenal fan. He's not making that up at all. And he said that he wants to invest and buy the football club. There was then a lot of traffic saying that he'd make a bid within inside 10 days. He went on CNBC, said that his interest is genuine. He wanted to get some of the legends involved. He wanted fan representation on the board, etc., etc. And then everything went quiet. I did the podcast on Friday. I said, well, what's going on with this? Where is he? This, that, and the other. Other people have been saying it as well. Every time I go on social media, I see somebody saying, where is he? They're tagging him, they're this, they're that. He has issued a statement. So he's obviously seen all of the reports that are going around saying that, well, why aren't you bid, etc., etc. This is what he posted last night. He said, inaccurate reports emerged today saying I have not made a bid for Arsenal Football Club. I think it's important to correct the record. This week, an offer was made to both Josh Kroenke and their bankers that include fan ownership, representation at the board, and a golden share for the supporters. They replied that they do not need the money. I respect their decision, but maintain interested and available should that situation ever change. Now, a couple of things I got from that were, number one, Josh Kroenke. This week, an offer was made to both Josh Kroenke and their bankers. Now, I've maintained for a long, long time that Josh Kroenke is the owner of this football club. I don't believe his dad is. I genuinely don't. Yes, KSE as a company, yes, of course. And KSE is technically who owns Arsenal Football Club. I believe it's Josh, and I've said this for a long time. I still believe that. And the fact that that was in the statement from Daniel Ek would suggest that maybe that is the case as well. Josh seems to be the one that, despite not being massively involved in terms of speaking and showing up to games and stuff, he does seem like the one that's more involved than his dad. I mean, his dad's just silent, stand for a reason. He don't ever speak. The next thing I took out of this was he obviously wanted to get fans representation on the board, golden shares and supporters. He wants to get the supporters involved, which, listen, fair play to him, fantastic. But then this is where I've always doubted and had in the back of my mind, listen, if he did take over the club, then potentially it could have been fantastic. But this is where I have a slight issue with what he said. The last part, he said, I respect their decision, but remain interested and available should that situation ever change, which tells me he's not going in for another bid. He's put an offer on the table. They've said we don't need the money, and he's just gone, see you later. Which I don't know how I feel about that, if I'm honest. Was this all a hype? Was this just to boost his company? I don't know. But it did look like a genuine bid by the sounds of it. He's put it out there himself. We have to take what he says on face value. We don't really know a lot about the guy apart from the company that he runs. But the fact that he said that should that situation change, I was expecting this statement to say, I will be going back in with with another offer, and I'm going to try and do everything I can to, make the club accessible to me. But that obviously hasn't happened, and that's why I'm not too sure, if I'm honest, because yes, they can say they don't need the money, and they obviously don't need the money. We know that they've got more money than he's got, so they don't need his money. But at the same time, I just feel that if you were so genuine about it and you really wanted to do it, then you'd go back in again. Maybe he's not got enough money. Maybe they have said to him, look, the club ain't for sale. Don't bother. And he's just gone, okay, cool. Well, listen, working in sales, working in business, it's all a bartering game. It's all like, well, we'll start up here, you start down here, and then we'll sometimes meet in the middle. Sometimes we're miles apart. Sometimes it just goes through straight away. I fully expect him not to bid again, which is kind of sad, if I'm honest. There was a lot of reports saying that he was going to bid around 1.8 billion. Well, listen, I don't really know finance that well, but I can tell you the club's worth more than 1.8 billion. So if that is what he went in with, maybe he was down here, the club estimation is up here, and it's just way out of his reach. I don't know. It is quite sad though. We've seen it just go massive since the Super League. Everyone's getting involved. All the fans online are putting Kroenke out hashtags. A few fans are turning up, albeit less and less each time, to protests, but people are still trying to do something. But I just feel it's a little bit of a sour taste left in the mouth after that. Do you know what I mean? It's like all the hype, all the traction, all the fans getting excited. Henri, Bergkamp getting involved as well, and yeah, it's all just come falling, crashing down like a house of cards, just going real quick. So listen, I'd love to know what you guys think on it. Leave it all in the comment section down below. I will be back again later on today as well, at probably 3:30. No, in fact, I'll do it at 5:30. 5:30 this evening. Then I'll be dropping another video. That video will be about Granit Xhaka. Granit Xhaka reckons he wants out. Keep your eyes peeled for that one. That'll be a good one. So yeah, 5:30 I'll be dropping that one. Make sure you subscribed. Big up to everyone. We're literally millimeters from 56k, literally less than, I think, 15 subscribers away from 56k. So make sure you go and subscribe. Make sure you follow the Instagram that's scrolling across here with all the other socials. Go and check them out as well. And yeah, leave it in the comment section. Let me know your thoughts and feelings on Daniel Ek's failed bid, and whether you think he will go back in with another bid. And if so, also leave it in the comments how much you think that the club is actually worth. Because Man United's worth about 4 billion quid. We've got to be worth about half of that at least. So listen, leave it all in the comment section down below. All have a wonderful early afternoon, and I'll be back in the evening. Laters.